Hello students, I hope you all are doing well. So students, we already discussed part first in our previous video. So today we'll start part second of our chapter, that is a farmer's greatest treasure. So let us discuss about this. So, but stammered Aisu as tears of hunger and disappointment filled his eyes. Father, other farmers have eaten their last grain. Why can't we eat ours? Why can't we eat ours instead of suffering terribly every day? He wept. Now Aisu was unhappy and he was so sad by listening this. Now he said to his father that every other farmers they have eaten their last grains, means whatever grains they have eaten all, and why can't we eat our, okay, and why we have to suffer, and he started wept. So he started wept. Now that is all the more reason, my son, for not touching it, said Moshe softly. It will be a far worse calamity than this famine. If the fields of all farmers lie fallow just because they have no wheat seeds to plant, these are not just seeds, Isu, they are a farmer's greatest treasure. If a farmer robbed his own treasure, what would remain for him? He continued, I know you are hungry, but so is everyone else. Have patience. Isu, soon these very seeds will feed not only you but all the villagers. So now he said that this situation is going to become worst. Famine means scarcity of food, calamity means that can cause a great damage or a disaster like situation. So he said that this famine means scarcity of food, okay, and fallow means describes a field that is not planted with crops and will not having any wheat plants to plant. Now he is teaching to his son that they are not that they are not seeds, Isu, they are a farmer's greatest treasure, and he is telling very softly to his son that if his son if a soon farmer will himself robbed his own treasure, what would remain for him? Nothing. Now he said to his son that have patience, Isu, have patience, Isu, and soon these very seeds, not only you but all the villagers have food. Okay. Now hearing this, bowed, Isu bowed his head in silence. Moshe was extremely miserable to see his only child grow weak and thin every day. He poured half his share of water, gruel into Aishu's bowl, pretending not to be hungry. So now, by hearing this, Aishu, he was very silent, and his father was miserable. Miserable means became so weak, and this now weak and thin. Now he used to give his own food to his son, pretending that I am not hungry, you just have it. Gruel means it's a kind of thin food made of oatmeal boiled in milk or water. So, okay, now soon autumn came again and it was time to sow the new crop of wheat. Now, what happened? Autumn came again and they had a new crop for wheat, new crop of wheat. Now, what shall we do? Cried the farmers. Where shall we get the seeds to sow our fields? To sow our fields. Now, so now the farmers were saying that we have to do what we have to do. Right now we don't have seeds. What to do? How we get the seeds to sow the fields? So, okay, now Moshe old, Moshe old and weak, always lay in bed now. But now suddenly he seemed to find new strength to shuffle along along to farms and to the homes of the villages. So now what happened? Because he didn't have enough food. Whatever he had, he used to give half of to his son. So he became very old and weak. But somehow he managed to get up and so some courage to shuffle along farms. Shuffle means to walk by putting one's feet slowly along the ground. He was so weak and tired, but strengths together and went to the farms. Now I have plenty of wheat seeds in my house. Tell all the farmers that they can take these for the fields, he said. Now he said, I have plenty of seeds in my house, and tell all the farmers that they can take these for the fields. Okay, now Agatu, thank you, Moshe son. Thanks for saving us, cried the happy villagers as their hearts overflowed with relief and hope. So now it's a Japanese phrase because it is a Japanese story and translated into English by Hema Pandey. So that is used to express attitude, casual way of saying thank you. So thanks for saving us, and he had some relief and hope. So now dragging the sack of precious wheat seeds out of the barn, Moshe doled it out to the delighted farmers. Now, now he dragged the sack of precious wheat seeds that he had kept out of the barn. Moshe distributed it to everyone in little proportions. Okay, so now this is farmer's greatest treasure, so please don't waste a single grain, he said. Now he advised all the farmers that this is the farmer's greatest treasure, so please don't waste a single grain, he said. Now, closing the heavy barn door, he suddenly fluttered and fell. Now, what happened when he was closing a heavy barn door? He suddenly fluttered and fell. Now, moving further, so Moshe son cried the anxious farmers, and as they ran to pick him up. So now what happened? All the farmers, they were terrified what has happened to them, and they ran to pick him off and pick him off by saying his name. Okay, water, screamed Aishu, my father has fainted. Now Aishu, he was also there and said, my father, he has lost his consciousness, he wants water. Okay, now what it was of no use. In the arms of his son and surrounded by grief-stricken farmers, Moshe, weakened by hunger, did not open his eyes again. So now what happened? That water of no use, because he was no more now in the arms of his son. All the grief-stricken farmers, weakened by hunger, and did not open his eyes again. Okay, he was a real farmer, cried he said, villagers. He kept his own wheat seeds for us, so that all the farmers may have crops for the next year. Let's not forget him, for he has taught us the true value of a farmer's greatest treasure. So now they were saying that he was the real farmer. He kept his own seeds for us. He didn't feed himself, he didn't feed his family, just to feed all of us. Now they were appreciating the efforts of Moshe. Let's not forget him. He taught us the real value of farmers' greatest treasure. Okay. Now soon it was spring and wheat fields, green and lush, smiled under a bright blue sky. The barns of all the farmers overflowed once more with new grain. So now soon it was spring. Again after the autumn and wheat fields, they were green and lush. There was beautiful crops. There was smiling under the bright blue sky, because Moshe said, because he kept all his crops, finest wheat grains, just to feed all the farmers, all the villagers. The barns of the farmers overflowed once more with new grains, and all the farmers, they had barns, it were overflowing with new grains, or new grains, lush grains. So this was the story by this was the story by Hema Pandey. So students, we have completed our chapter. I hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you.